Hello everybody, this is the Deadly Tikka from Curry House Productions, and this is the second instalment of my monthly anime haul. I know I've kind of missed 1 month, but that's because I'm lazy. So we'll get straight on to what I picked up this month. So we'll start off with the Blu-rays. As you can see, when we first started I only had Akira, but I've collected a couple more since then. We'll start off with the Garden of Words. Garden of Words is a great anime movie, very, very nice looking one. I actually, right now, cannot remember who it was created by. It will say in there. As you can probably tell, I've actually flipped around the cover because I felt that the plain covers looked a lot nicer than the one inside. As you can see there, with a lot of detail and text in there. Great movie. I actually watched this with my younger brother and sister as well as my mum, and they enjoyed the movie, which is always good. And then we have Red Line, which is a classic. Well, classic. It only came out recently, but everyone should watch it. Red Line. This I actually managed to pick up really cheap on a deal. It was about £4 or £5, I think. So that's a great one. I haven't watched that yet. I can look forward to watching that. Then we have Paprika. I haven't watched this either yet. I have watched the movie before, but unfortunately I haven't watched this version of it because I only just bought it. It came the other day on Black Friday, so that was good. Then we have the anime greatness that is Code Geass. I've currently finished the first season. I need to watch the second season, which I will start doing as soon as I finish this video. Once I do that, I can move on to, as I said, I can move on to this second season, which unfortunately Code Geass comes in this really, they're thin pack Blu-rays, and they really could have done a better job. If they release a nice box set, I will definitely move on and buy that. And then, as you can see there, we have Madoka Magica, which is, in my opinion, probably the best 12-episode anime of all time. Heavily recommend it to anyone. Literally of any age can watch it and will enjoy it. Then we have the anime movies I talked about before. No new inclusions to the anime movie DVDs. We then have Mongolian Chop Squad, which we can't actually buy here in the UK. This is an import from America. The Funimation Save Edition. As you can see there, you've got the green inside. I flipped the cover again. I do that a lot because usually the inside looks nicer than the outside, especially with that horrible green that Funimation do. Then we have my absolute favourite anime of all time, Clannad and Clannad After Story. These were both £25 each, so it came to £50 altogether. So quite expensive. You're paying about £1 an episode. Well, that's something I'd like to bring up. Code Geass. I got each one of these 2 seasons for £15 each. So that's under £1 an episode. I can't work out how much it is. It's like 70p an episode. So that's a great deal. Buy it on Blu-ray because it's cheaper than it is on DVD somehow. Also, Blu-rays. Talking about Blu-rays, Redline and Garden of Words must buy on Blu-rays. They are too good to not buy on Blu-ray. Then we move on and we have Fate Stay Night. I bought Fate Stay Night because you can't stream it legally, but you can stream Fate Zero legally on Crunchyroll. So I'm going to watch that before I start Fate Zero, which I will after I finish Code Geass. We move on. We got Gasaraki. I don't recommend that to anyone. As you can see, it's in bad condition. I bought it secondhand. Kind of an old anime series. When did this come out? 98, which brings up my next video that's coming up, which is a classic movie from 1988. I'm sure you can work out what that movie is, but I'm not going to tell you. Then we move on. You can see my Naruto collection. I bought this the other week, all of it in one go. A website over here in the UK called Zavi had it all on a deal. So as you can see there, we've got Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we've got the last episodes on Season 9. They each contain about 26 episodes. And they're all rated 12 for some reason, because all anime has a rating, as you can see here in the UK. Pretty much, there you go, you got 1 PG, that's Porco Rosso. So, yeah, pretty much everything gets a rating over here. So that's all of Naruto. If I open up, let's say, Season 5, you can see what they look like inside. As you can see, they are double stacked on each side. That's the way I personally like it, but I think Naruto actually changes it up, and some of them are double stacked like that, and then some of them just have more pages but less on each page, but I'm not going to bother opening them. Then as we go down here, we have Ouran High School Host Club. I haven't watched this either yet. I'm just waiting for a day when I want to relax and watch a chilled out anime. That's what I'll move on to. I showed you not Samurai Champloo. I showed you Rurouni Kenshin the other time. One thing I have done though is I've changed out these, because I wasn't a massive fan of these, and replaced them with just some plain thin. Some of these I can't be asked to get them out right now. Replacing with some of these just plain thin black DVD cases, because they don't get scratched then, which was an issue I was having with them. Then we move along here. We have Welcome to the NHK, which is, you might have heard on my podcast, my 5th favourite anime series of all time. Quite a nice looking box set, nothing special. One thing I will say that's kind of strange about this, as I knock some things over, one thing I will say that's strange about this is it comes on 4 discs, which isn't something you'd usually expect for a 26, I believe, 24 episode anime. Usually you'd get that on 5 or 6 discs. As you can see up there, Gasaraki is actually an 8 disc series, and it's the same amount of episodes. So yeah. We move on. We've actually got something that's not anime or manga related. We have House, which is currently my favourite non-anime or manga related TV series. It's actually finished. It finished a long time ago. It's got Hugh Laurie, who's actually an English actor playing an American role. As you can see, they're different box sets. I plan on buying the whole series on Blu-ray once I got some money, probably after Christmas. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I only really watch this when it's time to go to sleep and I want to watch something that doesn't have subtitles or I don't have to pay a lot of attention to. So it's a good intermediate show to watch, as well as what I've been doing with Naruto at night time when I want something to watch that I don't have to think about too much. We go down, we have the entire collection of Bakuman from volume 1 all the way up to volume 20. I bought this all in one go for 60 quid, I think it was. It was around that, so it was a bargain. I've read all of it. I'd say it's my second favourite manga series I've read, behind Rurouni Kenshin, which I also need to buy. I plan on buying the Viz Big versions. Bought this off eBay second hand. I know I should buy it first hand, blah, blah, blah. But I couldn't turn down the price of it, and I bought it. Then we have Chobits, which is actually the original Tokyo Pop version, which are almost impossible to find now. Let focus. Nice series, very thin paper, I will say. I might resell this because I know it's worth quite a bit, and pick up the omnibus versions because I actually really like the look of those. If I can, I'm going to put that back in a minute. No Longer Human, I showed you that before. And then we have Soul Eater. Last time I'd done this video, I only had 2 volumes. I'm now up to volume 12, so I've bought 10 more. Those ones there. If you look on the front, we've got Maka, or however you say her name, Black Star, Death the Kid, Krona, her dad, which is her dad. I don't know, I can't remember what his name is. Death Sai, the Immortal Guy, her, Sid, Arachnophobia, and the Chainsaw Guy. That guy, who is he? I remember him in the anime. He had like boxing gloves and he was kind of cool. Mifune the Samurai and Soul Eater. So that's quite a nice little collection of manga I've actually picked up. So what is it? 20, 28, 40. So yeah, I've picked up a fair bit of manga over the last couple of weeks. And then that is actually all of the manga and anime I've picked up recently. But there is one big installment to my collection, which is that. You might not be able to tell yet, you can tell now. So this is the Asus Nvidia GTX 970. It's the new graphics card that's in my PC at the moment. This is making rendering my videos a lot quicker. It's making my gaming experience a hell of a lot better. I've been playing FIFA 15 and NBA 2K15 on my PC, and it's been a pleasure. Enjoying PC gaming. Add me on Steam. It's the Deadly Tikka, same as it is on Amazon. Amazon, what am I talking about? The same as it is on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, which, by the way, check me out on all of those. And that is the end of my video. So look forward to the video I mentioned earlier, the 1998 review of a show that you might be able to tell what it is if I keep doing this and this. This. Okay, I'm going to give it up now. See you later. See you later, chaps. Bye.